Hi, it's Steph from Simplicity Happens, and today's tutorial includes creating snowmen and snow ladies in PowerPoint, and of course that includes adorable snowflakes, hats, scarves, and of course cups of cocoa. If you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to the Simplicity Happens channel, and let's get to the tutorial now.
Hello and welcome. Let's get started creating our winter snowman. So the first thing we're going to do is open a blank PowerPoint presentation. And I'm just going to go in and take out these boxes. And then because we are making a snowman, we want to have this in portrait instead of landscape, which it's in right now. So we're going to change that. So let's go up to the top menu bar and select Design. Drag over to Slide Size and scroll down to select Custom Slide Size. Now in here, what we'll do is we'll select Portrait under Orientation. And then we'll come over here to Width, and we're going to do 8.5 by 11. I go to Ensure Fit, and then I'm going to go up to the top and select View, Zoom, and I'm going to put 65% in the window. So that's what we'll do first. Once this is set up, we'll get started with creating the snowman. The first thing we'll do is we'll create the snowballs for the snowman's body. So we'll start at the bottom, and I have the dimensions outlined here. So let's go up to Insert, Shapes, and we're going to select the oval shape. I'm just going to click on my mouse and draw it out. And then up at the top, Shape Fill, we'll go ahead and select white with a black outline. And I like a 4.5 point outline. Okay. Next, we'll go in and put the dimensions in. So under Shape Height, which is this top box, we'll input 4.67. And then in the Shape Width box, we'll input 5.87. And then we can go up and align center. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste. I'm going to select Control C, keeping my finger on Control, and then select V, and that allows me to copy and paste. And now for the middle snowball, I'm going to go up to Shape Height and input 3.79. And Shape Width, I'm going to input 4.5. And again, just go up and align center. I'm going to pull this down just a bit. And then we'll go ahead and make the top snowball. So again, I just copied and pasted using that Control C, Control V on my keyboard. And up here on Shape Height, I'm going to input 3.58. And Shape Width, I'm going to input 3.79. Also going to align center. Next, you may just have to tweak the snowman to make sure it looks proportional by either moving some of the circles up or down. But at this time, I like what I have here. At this time, I'm just going to move the snowman down toward the bottom, but I don't want to group just yet. So what we'll do is just press down on Shift and Control, and we'll click each of the snow circles. So we've got the top, middle, and bottom. With all of those selected, we can toggle down and get the entire snowman's body toward the bottom of the page. And this is important because we will put a hat on the snowman later, and we want to leave enough room at the top. Now let's create the snowman's eyes. So the first thing we'll do is we'll create the outer eye, and I have the dimensions here. So we'll go up to Insert, Shapes, select the oval. I'm just going to click and draw it out. Going to shape fill in white, which is already selected here, and outline in black, which is also selected. I'm going to also make the shape outline thicker. So just go down to shape outline, weight, and we'll go ahead and do 4.5 points. And then up here in the shape height, we'll do 0.67. And then shape width, we'll go ahead and do 0.67 as well. Now for the inner eye, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste. So I'm going to select Control C, lift my finger, and then select V. I'm going to go up to shape height and do 0.33, and then shape width and input 0.29. I'm going to shape fill in black at this time. And then if you notice these 4 arrows down at the bottom, these are helpful to let you move the eyeball within the outer eye nicely. So that looks aligned to me. Just in case, I'm going to go ahead and select the outer eye and go to Align and then Align Center, and the inner eye. Go to Align and then Align Center. Now I can group these two together. So I selected both of the circles, and then I can come up here to Group and Group. It's going to move this nicely here, and then I'm going to copy and paste the whole image. So I'm going to go to Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to nicely align them. As you can see, those red dashes help me to align the eyes together. Once that's completed, I'm going to select both of the eyes, Group and Group, and then I can align center. If you're interested in making a snow lady, or you just like your snowman with eyelashes, we can put some eyelashes on now. So go up to Insert, Shapes, and we'll select the line. Once you see that plus sign, you can just scroll over with your mouse, and once you touch the outer eye, those gray dots will appear. So you can just click and drag, and then we'll click off. We'll go back up to Insert, Shapes, select the line again. I'm just going to scroll over with my mouse. Once the eyelashes are in place, we can go ahead and select the first line, and then we'll select Shift and Control to select the remaining lines in order to group them together. So once you've selected all of the lines, we'll go up to Shape Format, Group and Group, and then we can do a black outline, and then I'm going to go down to Weight and select a 4th point thickness. Now this might be a time where you want to tweak the eyelashes, pull them down a little bit, make them shorter, get them to where you like them. Once you have the eyelashes where you like them, go ahead and select the grouped eyelashes, and we'll copy and paste. So I'm going to select Control C and then Control V. Now I'm going to go up to Shape Format, rotate, and flip horizontally so they can look nice on the other eye. And then I'm just going to pull them down and I'll try to align them as nicely as possible. Once I feel like I've aligned them nicely, I'm going to select both of the grouped eyelashes and group them. And then of course I could align center. If you like the look of the eyelashes, you can go ahead then and group the eyelashes, eyes, and snow man/snow lady body together. Next, let's create the snowman and snow lady's nose. So the first thing we'll do is go up to Insert, Shapes, and we're going to select the triangle. Once I see that plus sign, I'm just going to click and drag downward to pull out the triangle, making it a bit narrow. Next, I'm going to come up to the top and hover over the circular arrow, click on my mouse and turn. Now I'd like to make the shape fill in a nice dark orange color. So I'm going to select Shape Fill, scroll down to More Fill Colors, click Standard, and come all the way down toward the bottom and select this dark orange color. Click OK. And then I'm going to outline in black with a thickness under weight of 4.5 points. Now I'm going to come over here to Shape Height and enter 1.69. And under Shape Width, we'll enter 0.54. Now what I'll do is just bring the nose over and kind of ballpark the alignment center with the nose and the eyes. Once that's completed, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste, and I'm also going to put it on the Snow Lady. Next, let's create the Snowman and Snow Lady's mouth. So I have the mouth dimensions listed here. So the first thing we'll do is go up to Insert, Shapes, and we're going to select the oval. I'm just going to click and draw it out. I'm going to shape fill in black, outline in black. And then I'm going to come up here to Shape Height and enter 0.17. And to Shape Width, I'm going to enter 0.21. Once that's completed, we'll go ahead and create an arc formation. So the first thing we'll do is we'll move this oval. And the best way to do that is to come down below the oval and select these 4 arrows, hover over, click, and then just drag over to where you need it. Right now, we're just going to design the mouth. So I'm just going to create about 6 dots and put them in a nice arc formation. And then just tweak it as you need to. Once you have it to your liking, you can go ahead and select the first dot, press down on Shift and Control, and we'll go ahead and select each of the remaining ovals. And then I'm going to come over here to Shape Format, and then to Group and Group. Then I can hover my mouse over the outline and just move it over to the face. Of course, I'm always going to align center. And then I'm going to copy and paste and put this on the Snow Lady. Next, let's create the Snowman and Snow Lady's hat. So the first thing we'll do is go to Insert, Shapes, and we're going to come down under Basic Shapes and select the cord. Once I see that plus sign, I can just click and drag out. Come up here to this circular arrow, click and turn. And then I'm also going to choose the color that I like. So I have chosen red with a nice black outline. And I'm going to thicken that outline to a nice 4.5 point thickness. Now at this time, I'm just going to widen this and play around with it a bit. There are no dimensions listed because this shape is when you really do have to play around and tweak until you get it to where you want it. So at this time, I'm just widening things, making it bigger or smaller. And then I'm going to use these orange dots just to kind of give it a little bit of a slant here. And then pull this out a bit. Now, let's place the hat on the snowman's head just to make sure that it fits. It's going to line it up nicely. Then we can make the pom pom. So let's go up to Insert, Shapes, select the oval. Just going to click to draw it out. And an easy way to match the hat and the outline to the pom pom is to select the hat, go to Home, and then click on the paintbrush icon, which is the Format Painter. Once it's clicked, you'll see the paintbrush icon appear next to your cursor. And then just hover over the oval, click it, and it will match the color and outline of the hat. Once the hat's completed, we can click on the pom pom, press down on Shift and Control, and then click on the hat, right click, and group it together. Now I'm going to copy the hat from the snowman and paste it onto the snow lady. Next, let's create the snowman scarf. So first we'll go up to Insert, Shapes, and under Basic Shapes, we're going to select the black arc. Once you see that plus sign, we'll just click and drag it out. And then hover over the circular arrow, and then we'll click and turn. Now I want to put the scarf in the same color as the hat. So I'm going to go up to Shape Fill, select the red color, or whatever color you like. And then I'm going to go into Shape Outline with a 4.5 point thickness. Now I'm going to bring the scarf over to the snowman's neck, and I'm going to use these orange dots on the sides. I'm just going to click and then pull it in. And then on this side, I'm going to click and just pull it in. Now, this is important. The snowman must be ungrouped, meaning each of the snowman's circles cannot be grouped together. And this is important because we want to send the scarf behind the snowman's head. So let me show you how to do that. Let's click on the scarf, and then we're going to send it backward. You might have to click that a few times. Next, let's create the remainder of the scarf by going up to Insert, Shapes, and we'll scroll all the way down under Stars and Banners and select the double wave. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and just draw it out. And then in order to match it to the scarf, I'm just going to select the scarf, go up to Home, click on the paintbrush, and then click on the scarf. I'm going to move this over here and kind of line it up nicely with the snowman scarf. Next, I'm going to go in and group the snowman scarf. So I'm just going to click on each part of the scarf, go up to Group and Group, and then I'm going to copy and paste it onto the snow lady. Now, if this happens, no big deal. Just go up to Shape Format and then just send backward. Now, let's go in and create the snowman's buttons. So what we'll do is go up to Insert, Shapes, select the oval. We'll just click and draw it out. And I'm going to go up to Shape Fill and put it in black and Shape Outline in black. And then here on Shape Height, I'm going to enter 0.69. And then under Shape Width, I'll enter 0.73. Now I'm just going to bring this button over and place it here. We'll align center and then copy and paste and align center. Next, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste the buttons onto the Snow Lady. So I'm just going to do that now. So I selected both buttons, Control C, and then I'm going to just paste them right in here with Control V. Now that's completed. So let's move on to the arms. So let's go up to Insert, Shapes, and we'll scroll down under Basic Shapes and select the cylinder. Just click and draw this out. And we'll shape fill in a brown, a nice dark brown color. And I'm going to use no outline. So in order to find that under shape outline, you just go to no outline. And then I'm going to click on this. And so for arms 1, we'll do shape height at 2.78 and shape width at 0.28. Now I'll go ahead and copy and paste. And for the shorter arms or fingers, we can do shape height at 0.94 and shape width at 0.22. Now I'm just going to hover over that circular arrow and click and turn just a tad. I'm going to bring that right over here on this side. And then let's copy and paste. Again, that's Control C, Control V. And we'll rotate horizontally. And then just line that up nicely with the one across from it. Once that's completed, go ahead and group this together. I'm just going to actually tweak it just a tad. So I've just selected each of the arms and I'm going to group them together. And then I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to bring one on this side. And we can send it backward. Now I'm going to put the other arm on, but I'm noticing that the scarf might kind of be in the way. So what we can do here is just click on just this portion of the scarf, hover over the circular arrow, and then just kind of turn it. And then I'm just going to line it up nicely right there. Now I can just turn this and put it nicely over here. Now we'll go in and copy and paste these onto our Snow Lady. So I'm just going to go up to shape format and then we'll send backward. And then just going to move this portion of the scarf up a little bit. And then lastly, it's important to group everything together. So we'll go ahead and select each piece of the snowman. And go up to shape format and group. And then make sure you've got everything. And then we'll do the same with the Snow Lady. So just making sure you have every single piece selected in order to group it together. Perfect. Don't forget to right click and save as a picture somewhere safe on your computer. And then of course, always keep your originals so you can come back in and make different designs or use different colors or whatever your liking may be.
Last but not least, let's go ahead and make a nice background scene to put our Snowman and Snow Lady on. And the best way to do this is to go into your presentation and we can right click and scroll down to new slide. Just go ahead and we'll take out these boxes and then go up to insert, shapes, and we'll select the rectangle. Just click and draw it out. We'll shape fill in white for snow, outline in black, scroll down to weight, and we'll choose a 4.5 point thickness. Then let's go ahead and just copy and paste Control C, Control V, stack it on top, pull it up, and then we're going to shape fill in a nice light blue color. And I'm just going to actually pull this down a little bit. And then what we can do is we can take a picture of our snowman and snow lady, which is what I did. So again, you just save as a picture. And I saved this on my desktop. So what I can do is just go in and I have my snow lady, so I'm copying and pasting it into the background scene. And then I had made snowflakes from last week, so I'm going to go ahead and just add a couple snowflakes onto the scene. So just nicely putting it on here. And then a nice finishing touch. A few weeks ago, I also made a cup of cocoa. So I'm going to go ahead and I saved that as a picture. So I'm going to just copy and paste it back into this window and make this a little bit smaller. Align center. Place that right here. Here is another fun scene with the snow lady and the snowman with their cups of cocoa with little snowflakes in the background scene. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today and stick around. I'll be back next week with another clip art tutorial. See you next time. Bye.